they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Takes it in for the out. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Just getting started here from Fenway Park. Ground ball right side. And he's out on the tag. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Hard ground ball, base knock. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. The polar bear, as he was dubbed by his former teammate Todd Frazier. This one in the air, right field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One runs in, fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1. So 2 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. What a stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back now at Fenway. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here? Digging in, Dante Nori.
Nope, that's inside.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
This to third. Toss to Alonso. One gone, bottom half of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop.
Number 19.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him. Now 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout.
Ball inside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Nope, inside. Ball 2.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here's Gleyber Torres. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Top of the second, leading off, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 0-1. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Will Smith to the plate. Trout under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
On the ground, could be 2. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs.
Got him swinging. Good job. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. This one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong on his way over. He's got it. 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Number 41, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Yamamoto, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
Well, he's got power and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And now it's William Contreras.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
In for a strike. 0-2 now. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. New inning getting started. So here's the Padres DH, Kyle Schwarber. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1. So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. Tucker really on his horse for it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And that one is lifted in the air. One away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
In time to Devers. 2 away now.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Alonso is waved home. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Tucker makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back in Boston, so stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Dante Nori now at the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the air to left center. Arozarena settles under it. And that is that. And we're back here at Fenway Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop.
Ball, that's outside.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
3-0 down. He swings and fouls one off. There's the strike at the knees.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Pete Crow Armstrong.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. So 2 down at the plate. Kyle Schwarber. And a foul ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there. And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Trout has a beat on it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-1. Back here in Boston, bottom 4, still stepping in for Boston. Number 19.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
On the ground to the left, Bregman handles. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Mike Trout. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Number 99, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. Late with the swing there. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. Sloan back to work. And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. So man aboard. And now it's Alex Bregman.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Way out front for strike 2. Stays alive. Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. A 2-run blast. So up next, Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one gets down for a hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
2 down. So back to the top of the order. Up now, the Padre leadoff man. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. On the ground. Makes a sliding stop to first.
No, he's in there.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Schwarber in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Ball.
All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball 2.
That one carrying, and that's out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 13-1. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Jose Buto. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the hits just keep on coming.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
This one in the air, center field. Trout drifts towards it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ketel Marte.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Comes up empty.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8.
Now batting.
Now the third baseman. He's 0 for 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Foul ball. High fly ball down the left field line. And it bangs off the monster. The throw in. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. William Contreras up next for the Red Sox. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. High fly ball, right field. Acuna under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Devers now. Struck out. Swinging is Alex Cora, turning to the bench for a new hitter. Eugenio Suarez looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Suarez in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper already has in him. This could be the start of something great.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.